Imagine floating gently on the morning breeze. Below you, a world unfolds. It is a land of deep green forests and soaring mountains. It is a place where ancient cities sleep under terracotta roofs. This is Romania, a country that holds its history close to its heart. It's a tapestry woven with threads of myth, royalty, and enduring tradition. From my vantage point, high above, I can see the story of Europe etched into the very landscape. It is a story of Roman legions, medieval princes, and resilient people. I feel an immediate pull, a sense of discovery that quickens the pulse. It is a promise of adventure, a whisper of secrets waiting to be found. This journey is not just across land, but through time itself. We are about to soar over castles that seem plucked from a fairy tale. We will drift above cities that buzz with a vibrant modern energy, yet cherish their past. The Carpathian Mountains rise like a great spine, cradling peaceful villages within their folds. Each turn reveals a new panorama, a different chapter in Romania's long and fascinating book. It is a country of contrasts, where the wild beauty of nature sits side by side with the elegant architecture of bygone eras. There is so much to see, so much to feel. It's an experience that fills one with absolute wonder. The air up here is crisp and clear. It carries the scent of pine from the vast forests below. It carries the faint chime of church bells from a distant village. Looking down, I see rivers like silver ribbons winding their way through lush valleys. I see roads that connect bustling towns to quiet hamlets, each with its own unique character. This is a view that goes beyond a simple map. It reveals the soul of the country. It shows the rhythm of life, the connection between the people and their extraordinary land. It's a profoundly moving sight, one that stays with you long after you've come back down to earth. Our aerial voyage begins. It's a chance to see Romania as the birds do. We will glide over the Saxon lands of Transylvania. We will sweep across the plains towards the grand capital. We will follow the winding tracks of a steam train through remote valleys. This is an invitation to leave the everyday behind and embrace a world of breathtaking beauty and rich culture. It's a journey for the senses and for the spirit. So, come with me. Let's fly together over this remarkable country. Let us discover the magic of Romania from a perspective that reveals its true, magnificent scale and its intimate, hidden charms. Our first stop is a place that seems to have stopped time. We are floating above Sighișoara. It is a medieval citadel, perfectly preserved. The town rises from a gentle hill, a cluster of colorful houses and sturdy towers. From up here, it looks like a miniature masterpiece. A jeweler's creation, set against the green Transylvanian countryside. The rooftops are a jumble of reds, oranges, and browns, all weathered by centuries of sun and snow. I can see the famous clock tower standing tall and proud. It has watched over this town for more than 600 years. It feels as though we've drifted into a storybook. The streets below are narrow and cobbled. I can imagine them filled with the sounds of merchants and craftsmen from long ago. Each building seems to have its own story to tell. Brightly painted facades line the winding lanes. Secret courtyards hide behind heavy wooden doors. This is the birthplace of Vlad the Impaler, the prince who inspired the Dracula legend. His childhood home is down there, a splash of ochre yellow amidst the other houses. The whole citadel is a UNESCO World Heritage site, and it's easy to see why. It is a living, breathing piece of history, utterly captivating from this bird's-eye view. As we circle slowly, the details become clearer. I can see the covered staircase, a wooden tunnel that leads up to the church on the hill. It looks like a protective spine, sheltering those who walk its path. The defensive walls and towers that ring the citadel are still strong. They speak of a time when life was more precarious. Yet, within these walls, there is a sense of peace. Gardens bloom in hidden corners, and smoke curls gently from chimneys. Life continues here, surrounded by the echoes of the past. It's a beautiful paradox, a town that is both a museum and a home. Leaving Sighișoara feels like turning a page in a precious old book. The image of its pastel-colored houses and formidable towers remains etched in my mind. It is a testament to the enduring power of history and the importance of preserving such treasures. From the air, you understand its strategic position, its compact and defensible design. It's a perfect medieval creation, a small, fortified world unto itself. The sight fills you with a deep appreciation for the generations who have kept its spirit alive. It is a truly magical place, a jewel in the crown of Transylvania. Now we glide south towards another Saxon marvel. This is Sibiu. The city unfolds beneath us, a grander and more sprawling affair than Sighișoara. I see two distinct levels, the upper town and the lower town, connected by winding stairs and passageways. The heart of the city is the Great Square, or Piața Mare. It is a vast open space surrounded by magnificent buildings with elegant facades. But the most peculiar feature, the one that makes you smile, are the windows. The small, sleepy dormer windows on the rooftops look exactly like eyes. They seem to be watching you, giving the city a quirky, knowing personality. The city has a wonderful artistic feel to it. It was a European capital of culture, and you can sense that creative energy from above. I see the spires of great cathedrals and the impressive bulk of the Bucharest Palace, one of Romania's finest museums. The Bridge of Lies, a delicate iron footbridge, crosses a small street below. Legend says it will creak and groan if a liar walks across it. The city is a beautiful mix of grand squares, defensive towers, and charming hidden courtyards. Sibiu feels sophisticated and cultured, a place where history meets a lively, contemporary spirit. It is utterly charming in its gentle watchfulness. From Sibiu, our journey takes us east towards the embrace of the mountains. Here lies Brașov, nestled at the foot of Mount Tampa. The city's layout is stunning from the air. The old town is a core of medieval streets and Gothic architecture, framed by the dramatic, forested slopes of the mountain. At its center is the Piața Sfatului, the council square, with the old council house standing like a sentinel. Nearby is the immense Black Church, the largest Gothic church in this part of Europe. Its dark, weathered stone tells the story of a great fire that swept through the city centuries ago. Brașov has a vibrant, energetic atmosphere. I can see the main pedestrian street, Republici, busy with people. Cafes spill out onto the pavement. The city feels protected, held safely by the surrounding mountains. A cable car line runs up to the top of Mount Tampa, where a large Hollywood-style Brașov sign overlooks the city. It's a modern touch on an ancient landscape. From our aerial perch, we can appreciate the city's perfect harmony with nature. It's a place of fortitude and beauty, a gateway to the wild Carpathians, and a truly splendid sight to behold. We leave the mountains behind and drift southeast over the wide Wallachian plain. The landscape flattens, and soon a vast city appears on the horizon. This is Bucharest, Romania's capital. It is a city of incredible scale and startling contrasts. From the air, the first thing that strikes you is the sheer size of the Palace of the Parliament. It is colossal, an immense structure that dominates the city skyline. It's one of the largest buildings in the world, a powerful and controversial legacy of the communist era. Its grandeur is almost overwhelming, a statement of power carved in stone and marble. But Bucharest is so much more than this one building. As we fly lower, a different city reveals itself. Wide, tree-lined boulevards radiate outwards, reminiscent of Paris. This is why it was once called Micul Paris, or the Little Paris of the East. I can see elegant Belle Epoque buildings with ornate facades standing next to stark, functional communist-era apartment blocks. Tucked away between them are tiny, beautiful Orthodox churches, survivors of a tumultuous history. The city is a mosaic of different architectural styles, each telling a part of its complex story. It's a place of constant surprise. The Old Town, or Central Vecii, is a web of restored streets below. From here, it's a lively patch of color and activity. I can see the umbrellas of countless outdoor cafes and restaurants. This area was once the heart of medieval Bucharest, and now it is the heart of its social life. It's a maze of cobbled lanes, historic buildings, and trendy bars. It buzzes with an energy that is youthful and optimistic. It shows the city's resilience, its ability to reinvent itself and embrace the future while rediscovering its past. The contrast with the monumental austerity of the nearby palace is fascinating. Bucharest is a city of green spaces too. I see the lush expanse of Herăstrău Park, with a large lake at its center. Boats drift on the water and people stroll along its shores. It is an oasis of calm in the midst of the urban hustle. The city pulses with a dynamic rhythm, a blend of the old and the new, the grand and the intimate. It's not a city that reveals all its secrets at once. You have to look closely, but from the air, you can see the layers of its history, the scars and the beauty, all laid out like a sprawling, intricate map of time. Our aerial journey now turns northeast towards the region of Moldavia. The landscape becomes gentler, a rolling canvas of hills and fields. Here we find Iasi, pronounced Iași, the great cultural capital of the region. As we approach, the city reveals itself as a place of grace and intellect. The skyline is punctuated by the spires of more than 100 churches, a testament to its deep spiritual heritage. But, one building stands out with breathtaking beauty. It is the Palace of Culture, a flamboyant and magnificent neo-Gothic masterpiece. It looks like a fairy tale castle, complete with a clock tower and soaring eagles on its roof. Iasi is known as a city of poets and great thinkers. It was here that the first Romanian university was founded. You can really sense this intellectual legacy from above. The city is dotted with parks and grand old buildings that house libraries, theaters, and museums. It feels less frantic than Bucharest, with a more contemplative and romantic atmosphere. The Copu Park, one of Romania's oldest public gardens, is a swathe of green where the poet Mihai Eminescu is said to have written some of his greatest works. I can see his linden tree, a living monument in the heart of the park. As we circle over the city center, the architectural splendor is everywhere. The Three Holy Hierarchs Monastery is a marvel. From this height, I can see the intricate stone lacework that covers its entire exterior. It looks as if it has been draped in a priceless embroidered shawl. Not far away, the Grand Metropolitan Cathedral stands as the largest Orthodox church in Romania. The city feels like an open-air museum, a place where art, history, and faith are intertwined in the very fabric of the streets and buildings. It has a quiet confidence, a deep-rooted sense of its own importance. Iasi feels like the soul of Romania. It is a city that has nurtured the country's language, literature, and identity. It has faced hardship and destruction in its long history, yet it has always risen again, more beautiful than before. Gliding over its elegant boulevards and historic landmarks, I feel a sense of profound respect. This is not just a city. It is a cultural sanctuary. It's a place that reminds you of the enduring power of art and ideas. It's a beautiful, inspiring sight, a testament to the nation's creative spirit. No journey over Romania would be complete without visiting its legendary castles. We head back towards the mountains, to a place shrouded in myth. Perched dramatically on a rocky outcrop surrounded by forest is Bran Castle. This is the castle that is forever linked to the story of Dracula. From the air, it is a formidable sight. It is a chaotic jumble of towers, turrets, and red-tiled roofs, all connected by winding staircases and secret passages. It doesn't look like it was designed. It looks like it grew organically out of the rock itself. It is the quintessential Gothic fortress. The castle's position is magnificent. It guards a mountain pass that once marked the border between Transylvania and Wallachia. I can see the courtyard nestled within its walls, and I can imagine the medieval soldiers who once stood guard on its battlements. While its connection to the historical Vlad the Impaler is tenuous, and to Bram Stoker's novel purely inspirational, it doesn't matter. The castle embodies the legend perfectly. It is mysterious, imposing, and slightly spooky. It fires the imagination and transports you to a world of dark folklore and noble knights. It is simply iconic. From the stark fortress of Bran, we fly to a place of pure romance and opulence. Nestled in a verdant valley near the town of Sinaia is Peleș Castle. It is an absolute dream. This is not a fortress for war, but a palace for a king. Built for King Carol I, it is a masterpiece of German Renaissance architecture. From above, it is a fantasy of dark wood timbers, intricate carvings, and pointed turrets. It looks like it belongs in the middle of the Black Forest in Germany, a fairy tale castle brought to life. The setting is idyllic, surrounded by manicured terraces and the dense Carpathian forest. The detail on Peleș Castle is astonishing, even from a distance. Every inch seems to be decorated. I can see statues in its courtyards and colorful murals on its walls. It was the first castle in Europe to have electricity, a thoroughly modern marvel in its day. It represents a different side of Romanian history, the era of its monarchy, of royal elegance and European sophistication. Seeing Bran and Peles is to see two sides of the Romanian story. One is a tale of medieval struggle and dark legend, yes. The other is a story of royal ambition and artistic beauty. Both are utterly captivating. We now soar high above the land, looking down upon the great Carpathian Mountains. They sweep across the country in a vast arc, a wilderness of breathtaking scale. From this perspective, you can truly appreciate their majesty. Their peaks are rugged and wild, their slopes covered in some of Europe's last remaining virgin forests. I can see deep valleys carved by ancient glaciers and rivers. In summer, the high meadows are a vibrant green, dotted with wildflowers. In winter, they are a pristine blanket of white. It is a landscape that feels timeless and untamed. This is a sanctuary for wildlife. Down in those dense forests of fir and beech live bears, wolves, and lynx. It is a reminder of the wild heart that still beats strongly in Europe. Flying over the Carpathians, you feel a sense of humility. It's a powerful, elemental world that dwarfs everything man-made. I see hiking trails snaking their way up the mountainsides, paths for those who wish to immerse themselves in this immense beauty. The air up here is pure, and the silence is broken only by the sound of the wind. It is a place for quiet contemplation and awe. Nestled within the protective folds of these mountains are the Transylvanian villages. From the air, they look like little pockets of perfect tranquility. We drift over places like Viskri and Birtan. The villages are arranged neatly along a single stream or road. The houses are painted in soft shades of blue, green, and ochre. Life here seems to follow a slower, more deliberate rhythm. I can see haystacks shaped like giant bells standing in the fields. Horse-drawn carts still travel along the unpaved roads. It is a glimpse into a way of life that has remained unchanged for centuries. At the heart of many of these villages stands a magnificent fortified church. These are incredible structures. They are both places of worship and fortresses, with high walls and defensive towers. They were built by the Saxon settlers centuries ago as a refuge from invaders. From above, you can see how the entire community could shelter within their walls. These churches are a symbol of the villagers' faith and their resilience. Seeing them, surrounded by the peaceful, orderly homes and the vast, wild nature of the Carpathians, is to understand the very essence of Transylvania. Our journey now takes us to the foothills of the Carpathians. to a place of royal history and extraordinary legend. This is Curtea de Arges. Below us stands a cathedral that is simply breathtaking. It is the Curtea de Arges monastery. From the air, it looks like a creation from the Arabian Nights. Its two towers twist towards the sky like spiraled minarets. The exterior is covered in intricate patterns and carvings. It is a masterpiece of Byzantine and Romanian art, a truly unique and stunningly beautiful building. It seems too delicate, too ornate to be real. This monastery is the final resting place of Romania's kings and queens. It is a place of immense historical and spiritual importance. But it is also a place of dark legend. The story is told of the master builder, Manole, who had to wall up his own wife within the structure to stop it from crumbling every night. It's a haunting tale that adds to the monastery's mystique. Looking down at its exquisite beauty, you can almost feel the weight of that sacrifice, the fusion of love, art, and legend. It is a profoundly moving place, a jewel of faith and folklore. From the solemn beauty of the monastery, we fly north to the region of Maramureș. This is a land of wooden churches and ancient traditions. Here we find an adventure of a different kind. We are following the path of the Mocanita. It is a narrow-gauge steam train that chugs its way slowly through the remote Weser Valley. From above, it looks like a toy train puffing its way through a vast green wilderness. It follows the river, crossing rickety bridges and plunging into dark tunnels. The plume of white smoke trails behind it, a beautiful contrast against the dense forest. This train was originally used for logging to bring timber down from the mountains. Today, it carries visitors on a magical journey into one of Europe's most untouched landscapes. There are no roads here, only the railway line and the river. Flying alongside it, I feel a sense of pure, simple joy. It is an adventure from a bygone era. The slow pace of the train allows you to absorb the incredible beauty of the valley. The Mocanita is more than just a train ride. It is a journey back in time, a charming and unforgettable experience in the heart of the wild Carpathians. As our aerial journey comes to an end, we take one last, long look at the land spread out beneath us. Romania has revealed itself to be a country of astonishing diversity and profound beauty. We have soared over medieval citadels that glow like embers in the morning sun. We have drifted above grand cities that pulse with a modern, creative energy. We have witnessed the fairy tale splendor of royal castles and the stark, imposing presence of legendary fortresses. It has been a voyage that has filled me with a sense of wonder and deep admiration for this incredible country. From the majestic arc of the Carpathian Mountains to the peaceful, timeless villages they shelter, Romania is a land that celebrates its connection to nature. We have seen the wild heart of Europe, a place where forests stretch for miles and ancient traditions are still a part of daily life. We have followed the gentle puff of a steam train into a hidden valley and marveled at a monastery born from a powerful legend. Each location has offered a unique story, a different piece of the rich and complex puzzle that is Romania. The experience leaves an indelible mark on the soul. The spirit of the Romanian people is woven into this landscape. It is a spirit of resilience, of creativity, and of a deep respect for history. It is there in the carefully preserved streets of Sibiu and Sighișoara. It is there in the vibrant cultural life of Iași and Bucharest. It is there in the enduring faith that built the fortified churches and the ornate monasteries. This is a country that has weathered the storms of history and has emerged with its character and charm intact. It is a place that welcomes you with an open heart and rewards you with unforgettable memories. Our flight is over, but the invitation remains. Romania is a country that must be experienced, not just seen. It calls to the adventurer, the historian, the artist, and the dreamer in all of us. It asks you to walk its cobbled streets, to hike its mountain trails, and to listen to the stories whispered on the wind. This aerial journey has been just a glimpse of the treasures that await. I urge you to go and discover them for yourself. Explore this land of wonders and let its history, its nature, and its magic capture your heart, just as it has captured mine.